there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. So if you enjoy that kind of content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. But right now, I'm very excited to be checking out the 18th most popular project on all of Kickstarter right now. That is Nextube, a retro Nixie clock-inspired modern display. Nextube is a retro display that revives the beautiful, warm glow of the Nixie. It's already raised 2,900,000 Hong Kongs by Rotrick. So the first thing, this is appealing. I'm interested. A retro Nixie clock-inspired modern display. I like the fact they mentioned display as well, because I know this isn't just a clock. But one thing I'd like to say here is a price. Why not spotlight the price a little bit? Now, one thing I also want to mention before we get into this is a kick booster product, which means if you just absolutely fall in love with this project, click on that kick booster link down below and you go back it, I get a small portion of whatever you back. Now, that being said, I'm still going to recommend this completely, honestly. And my track record with kick booster is really, really poor. It's really bad. But hopefully this one will buck the trend. Is a retro display that revives the beautiful warm glow of the Nixie tube and shows you key metrics of your modern life. Now, that key metrics of your modern life, that really does intrigue me. And ooh, I just now realized that that is actually telling me the temperature. And I want to make sure, could I not see that? I don't think I could see that. Well, shoot, go to gadgets, because it's like number one on gadgets. Because gadgets, where's gadgets? Stupid. Okay. Slow down. Yeah, can you tell? Yeah, you can kind of tell it's the temperature. It kind of just looks like a generic looking thing, but I might zoom in on that just a little bit more to really emphasize that that's, in fact, telling me the temperature, which is awesome. I love that immediately, and that gets me excited about the potential things that this can do. So, here we go. As always, when you go to the videos, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Partly cloudy skies. That was cool. Okay. So, I notice that this is doing one of the very popular trends of gadgets, which is to try and show you just a tiny snippet of who all might potentially be interested in this, and hoping that you say, oh yeah, I'm actually one of those things. This would be pretty cool. And so for me, when I first clicked on this, I wasn't thinking like a subscriber counter, but then this actually being a subscriber counter, I'm like, whoa, that's actually really cool. That's a unique thing. Oh, a timer. Nice. Is that a smart timer? Oh, that's hot. 13:43. Cool. Ooh. Wow. Oh my! This is hot! Got the Matrix one going down. Okay. Very slick video. Very well done, I do believe. The do I want it? Yes. Now, can you do it? How much is it? Can you do it? I got a snippet of it there because I saw the product actually doing something. Now, granted, those were all snippy little awesome camera shots, but still, it does convince me a little bit. Can you do it? How much is it? Still have no idea. Hopefully we get down to that relatively soon. But video, impressive. Okay, 2 created, 0 backers. All right, so let's check out the previous product. But we are a group of makers, mechanical engineers, software engineers, industrial designers who have a deep enthusiasm for desktop gadget, like desktop robot arms. Ooh, cool, Nixie clocks. And Nixie clocks. We love creating things. We aim to make it so that everyone can bring their ideas to life on their desk, and that's why we created Dex Arm and Nextube. So, awesome. Kick Booster, Product Hype, Orion, Backer Kit, JS. So we do have some collaborators, which means we should have some good customer surveys and updates, comments. Let's check out the previous project, which I'm assuming is going to be, yes, in fact, the robot's desk arm. So once again, we're just checking to make sure this is not a flaming dumpster fire in the comment section. Ooh, that looks cool. 3D printing, pick, and placing. All right. Let's check it out. We're just making sure this thing's shipped. People like it. You have my backer number, but nothing happens. What can I do? Okay, we noticed that you haven't... Okay, so this is 1 month ago, but once again, they are getting on to people, customer service-wise. My item has never worked. Any suggestions? Hi, Wayne, please make sure you're running on the newest firmware. I am Baker and live in Germany. Without the robot iron, nothing gas received. Your fulfillment is not true. So once again, they are getting to these, and here's what I'm seeing here. One observation I see is this is what? 1,600 people, and I see one person with a problem, and then 2 people with shipping issues, and that's not bad. I tested the 3D printer with the filament you sent and the default setting. There was an error in the extrusion. Please let us know the new way again. And is it possible to repair the parts? I think there is a defect in the durability of the product. Sorry for the late reply. Okay, so it's still 10 months. So it's not that late. It's not months. I've seen months before. Now that's a late reply. Please check your email for 3D printing error. When am I supposed to receive my sliding rail? I haven't received my order yet. I was wondering. 2 weeks have passed. So we do have a lot of issues here. I have mailed you for the same time and hope to resolve the problem soon. I received has a crack in the front case. But the thing that I'm noticing is they're really on par with the customer service. So it's not necessarily a deal breaker if your product doesn't work the first time, because in theory it's like, oh, we're perfecting, we're tinkering. I mean, it's a red flag nonetheless. But I like their customer service, and that can go a long way. Let's check out the updates, make sure, but I'm pretty sure the thing shipped. Rotary pneumatic module coming soon. The first hackable Nixie clock live on Kickstarter. Wait, oh, so this is a pinned one. 42 updates. All right, and then we have, hidden updates. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it's not a flaming dumpster fire. I'm not seeing, 112 comments here. People saying, your product doesn't work, we hate it. So, okay. In theory, then, this thing, it came out, it worked, performed. So can you do it? It's a tepid check mark, yes. I don't feel the most comfortable, but I know if I do have issues with this, you're going to take care of me. So that goes a long way. As aesthetics of the past united with the tech of today, inspired by the 50s to Soviet nixie tube clock, Nextube uses modern IPS screens to revive the beautiful warm orange glow of old tech. At the same time, shows you key metrics of modern life. And yes, this is a very common trope. We're going to see a lot of things pulled straight from the video. Oh no, actually we're getting a little bit of a mix-up here. Like it. Why Nextube? So it has super... Oh, because this is a competitor. There are other things that are similar. A nixie tube? But that doesn't do an alarm, a countdown timer, weather forecast. Okay, I get it. Check for all the taste. Here's the thing, though. Do I want it? Was yes. Do I want it? Was absolute. No question about it. I want it. Can you do it? I was like, yeah, sure. So all I need is how much is it? So I don't like this beating around the bush to get to the price. I think I should already know the price by now. Just make it simple. And I know I can go over here, but I want to go along for the ride. Are there stretch goals? Like what's coming on with this clock? What's going on? All right, and now we're just seeing stuff pulled straight from the video. Redundant. All right, here we go. Back this project. Open for everyone. Yeah, of course. What do you mean? Apart from built-in display options, you can DIY personal display effects with our software. Ooh, so now we're actually getting into some very interesting stuff here about being able to modify it, because they hinted at it. But once again, I still think the price should be good here first. Just let me know the price. Because I was already sold... Back when I was just like, all right, here's like 10 things I can do with this. I'm happy with like 4 of these, and I'm never going to change these 4 things. I feel like that's what a lot of people are going to be on. But just being able to get in the guts, I think that's really cool. Nextube software preview. Awesome. No audio? Okay. Don't like that. Just it'd make it easier to see what I was understanding. Okay, but this is awesome. Create your own app. Wow. Holy guacamole. That is spectacular. This really gets me excited. Now, here's one thing that I just kind of came across in my brain, which is weird. This says it's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Then why are we doing Hong Kong currency? Because if you recall correctly, at the beginning, it was like 2.9 million Hong Kong. And that's odd. That's, okay. It is what it is. And I honestly believe a lot of these kick booster products are just people in China, these factories in China, who are just afraid that we're going to be like, no, we don't want to buy from you factory in China, so they pretend to be from America. And I've actually seen some of these Kickstarters where they get caught. There's actually one in the board game circuit just last month where it was like all sketchy and weird, and it's like, we don't care. I don't care where I'm buying this from. I don't think most people do on Kickstarter. Just, if you're from China and you're a Chinese company, just put, hey, we're a Chinese company, we manufacture this, that, and the other. Like, just be honest about it. Easy to use, power on to enjoy Nixie clock, tap to switch apps. That's really hot. Click to start the timer. Premium selection. Oh, so no Alexa. Premium selection. Oh, so you can have it custom. Very nice. Specifications. We got wattas. Oh, then we got the rewards. So here's the first thing. Get rid of these. If they're early birds and they're gone and I cannot buy them, remove them. I don't want these just being rubbed in my face. Also, why? So why are you doing this in Hong Kong if everything's in US dollars? Now, I know I always say it should be in US dollars because more than half the people that shop on Kickstarter are from the United States of America, but it's still odd. It makes it look weird that it's a Hong Kong currency despite the fact everything else in this is US dollars. All right, so the Kickstarter exclusive, $149 one. Early bird's already gone. Yeah, just $149. So this is a super clean thing. And honestly, right after the video, I would have this. And then I would put everything else that you just put back in there. Because I think the stuff that you had up there was solid. It's just the price is so much, it's just so much more important. And $149, I don't think that most people would be interested in this product with really bad an eye at that. So I think that's honestly a price point I would spotlight from the outside. $149. You know, maybe even listing a little bit more of what it could do. YouTube subscriber count, weather, countdown timer, or program it yourself. I definitely think that is a misstep, not mentioning somewhere on the front door that this is the kind of thing that if you're techie, you can hack on into and do your own little apps and programs, different sort of whodits and whatnots. Because I think that's really going to excite a very specific group of people who would be like, this is going to turn into a Fallout 4 thing, and it'd be super cool. All right, in the box... USB-C, Nextube, I like it. Simplistic. How to back us, got it. And I doubt this is mostly new people, but let's check. And so we have 395 people. That's a decent chunk of people. But still, most of the people new to Kickstarter. But okay. Global shipping. Okay, here we go. Here's what we're talking about, the shipping section. And once again, I wonder if it's listed over here. A lot of time these gadget products will do that. So we're going up. How many people took the Kickstarter exclusive? So it's Hong Kong, 70s. Why, what the hell? Damn it. I don't know what 77 Hong Kong is. Does anyone have a, so it's like 10 to 1, it looks like, roughly. This is annoying. And once again, it just looks so weird. Like, what? If you're from Philadelphia, and I don't care if you're from Philadelphia, why are you using Hong Kong currency for your Kickstarter funding goal? It's just so bizarre. And one of those things that just looks like a weird red flag, because if this ends up blowing up and like nobody gets their stuff, you point to little things like that and you say, oh, we should have saw that. We should have saw that. And so I got to take that. I got to note that in the back of my head. Little things like that, you know, sniffing things out on Kickstarter. All right, so we got a whole bunch of people back in this thing. 1,800, 159, so it is, but what is that shipping? Hopefully they'll tell me here. They don't. We offer global shipping to anywhere in the world, and we've cooperated with carriers like FedEx, UPS, DHL, and USPS. Please note that the price doesn't include shipping costs, taxes, or additional thing. They also didn't mention the VAT here, which I don't particularly like. So it's $77 everywhere, but now how much is 77 Hong Kong? Do I really gotta... Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for not making me look up Hong Kong during the stream. So $10. So that's not a bad price at all. Like, that's $159, because here's the bottom line. If I look at this from my perspective, like if I was going to get this for myself, for my YouTube channel, I would put it somewhere where it would be able to be seen when I shoot videos and just be a cool little thing updating my subscriber count. And I currently have something like that I manually change. And so I definitely see the appeal of this item. And I think if I were a bigger, more established YouTuber who had just more disposable income, you know, maybe at about, say, 10,000 more subscribers when I get to around that sort of thing, at least for my family situation. Obviously, you're not going to be super wealthy from 10,000 or from 50,000 subscribers, but never. Anywho, I don't think I think twice about that price because it's just going to be something that's there forever, conceivably. Just a cool piece that you have in your house. And so I don't feel like the price is crazy for this kind of niche item. Because it is an electronic. Think about like a digital picture frame. You know, if somebody said I spent $160 on a really nice digital picture frame, so you'd be like, okay, sounds about right. So timeline, concept inspired, first prototype, second prototype, back to Kickstarter. What do you mean back to Kickstarter? Was it? Oh, they are back to Kickstarter. I don't know. Mass production, shipping. Wow, Christmas? Christmas? Are you kidding me? Well, where's it say? Where's it say the shipping date? Wow, I would honestly spot like that. And this is another thing I've noticed on quite a few Kickpush products. If you're actually going to do it before Christmas, or if you just want us to believe that you're going to be able to do it before Christmas, spotlight that. I get people in the gift mindset. Like, oh, you know what? I bet this would be good for Tyler. Tyler would absolutely love this if he thinks it's the coolest thing for his guitar channel. You know, stuff like that. I feel like mentioning holidays, I don't see it enough on Kickstarter videos. If you think you can ship before that time period, mention it. Use it as a sales tactic. Everybody else does. Why not Kickstarter? Roadtrick's team is formed by a group of experienced engineers and designers who have a passion for innovative desktop electronics, robotics, and gadgets. By the way, Roadtronics, what anything reviewed, hit me up, because I love me some gadgets. Back in 2019, our first creation, Dex Arm, the all-in-one modular desktop robot arm, was brought to life by over 1,613 backers. So once again, they are doing the Can You Do It? They're spotlighting that a little bit, which I like. So user reviews, great machine, good product at low prices. Wow, these are the least inspiring user reviews I've ever seen. Like, is this an Amazon thing? Is this a Kickstarter comment section? I actually saw somebody do it really well last week where they pinpointed specific comments in the comment section that people had left and then put them up. Now, granted, those could obviously be doctored, but we assume that people aren't doing scandalous and shady things on Kickstarter, and I think it's just a great way to present it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Cannot wait to test it. What the hell? Why would you put this quote here? This isn't someone who's happy with your product. They're like, wait, I can't wait to get this thing going. Like, yes, I get there's buzz about it, but this is supposed to be a review section. Also, zoom in on this. Way zoom in on this, especially these ones right here, because I can hardly even see it. Our story with Nextube starts with our electronic engineer, James. He is so obsessed with all kinds of old tech gadgets, and the glow of Nixie tubes holds a special place in his heart. And so hopefully we hear from James somewhere in the update, somewhere in the comments. I think a personal touch would go a long way on this, but let's check this out. The sneak peek demo. Can we please have some text in these? I think you're losing the personal touch by going this route. Why crowdfund? Yeah, because look at that. You can tell me that James Nixie's is James Nixie a person or this is the James that is obsessed with this idea. You're telling me James would be passionate about this? You know, I've been working on this for such a long time, and I'm so excited to bring it to life. Even if it was in like English that you might be like, well, we don't want to do it because his English he's self-conscious about his English. Like subtitles, just subtitle that, anything like that, I think would be great. And even if you just did the thing where speaks in the native language and then you subtitle it with the text, but then also with someone narrating over it, I just think personal touches go a lot farther on Kickstarter than. And I don't see enough of them in gadgets. As engineers, we love the journey to design thing, but the process of creating new projects isn't easy, especially when innovating. Press kit. Here we go. Promoted by Green Inbox. Wonder what that is. Gallery. Okay. Here's pictures. Back the project. And we're done. So, first thing is, this thing is going to sink like a rock. Now, granted, there's not nearly as much competition popularity-wise in gadgets as there is on tabletop games and board games, but this is not going to be the 18th most popular project for very long, because there is absolutely no reason that I see so far to come back to this Kickstarter for any reason. There's no daily unlocks, there's no surprises, there's no live streams, there's no updates. Well, we haven't got to the updates, so maybe it's in the updates, but if it is something that exciting, it should be in your main story, because I just don't see a reason to get excited and come back to this, which means it's going to get less popular on Kickstarter. That's just how the name of the game works. Can you ship to my country? Yeah, it ships everywhere, right? We're shipping worldwide. Okay. And here's the other thing. If it ships worldwide, I would also mention that somewhere on that main image. What's the warranty? We will try our best to create a reliable product and will provide one-year warranty from the day you receive Nextube. That's actually really awesome. And that's another thing that I would spotlight right there. A 1-year warranty. That's a huge deal. That is a huge stinking deal, especially on Kickstarter. I would be shouting this in the video. And we also have a 1-year warranty. If you have any issues, we'll take care of you. That sort of thing. It just wraps you up in a nice warm security blanket and makes you feel better about the Can You Do It. And it also makes me feel better about your awesome customer service that I noticed earlier from the beginning of the video. So I think that's a selling point that should be highlighted, not buried in the FAQ. All right. This is still empty. I keep grabbing the empty one. All right. Updates. Let's see. Glasstube add-on in the software preview. So there's an add-on, and I didn't see that on the main page. That's weird. That shouldn't be. Like, you need to have it on the main story in addition to the add-on, the updates. And this is 5 days old. So yeah, totally. Maybe I just missed it, but I'm pretty sure I did not. We are very close to 300K now. Can't thank you enough for our super strong support. Today, we're going to share with you the previous vote result and introduce the software of Nextube. Oh, vote result. Maybe this is how we're at 18th. Little things like this. I'm excited. Don't typically see these on Kick Booster products. Vote results on Nextube add-ons. First of all, we want to express our thanks to everyone for spending time on our survey in our last update. We made a vote to see how many of you will need extra glass tubes as backups. We got feedback from 228 backers. It turns out more than 80% of you prefer backups, so we will change our original package design, and you can now add backups now, $3 a tube. The screen is not included. Okay, awesome. They listened to the people said what they want, they reached out to, and this is a great comment. This is a great update section. Software preview, awesome. Once again, I'd love some talking here, because I did see that on the page. You know what? That software has the potential to really be your golden goose here. I would, in the next comment section, like the next update section, specifically pick people's brains and say, what kind of ideas are churning in your brain on how to modify this thing? You know, because I think that could really pull out that niche from this audience of the people who are really going to get into the weeds and really kind of make this a hub where people come to talk about this sort of thing for a couple weeks. So hopefully you end with something like that in the future if you haven't already. Clock 11, built-in timer. Due to the limits of the initial hardware, only a few styles of customized images can be uploaded on the device. Yada, yada, yada. This looks great, though. This is all great if you really want to get in the weeds. Thanks again. We'll keep you posted. So we didn't get any question, though. I always think you should end every single update with any question at all. You're going to get more engagement. Once again, going to tickle the Kickstarter algorithm. Super important. Awesome. Will there be an API developer kit for this? So, ooh, why we got no answer here? No answer here. Get on that, Tim. Or get on Tim's thing. Where can I buy the glass? You can get the Glass Tube add-on by clicking here. Okay. Once again, this is the kind of thing that should have been mentioned in your story as well. Am I able to control it from the phone? I'm sorry, but we don't have a mobile application for Nextube. That's disappointing. That sounds like a potential stretch goal. I know that's a ton of work, though. But it's something to think about if this thing goes gangbusters. Are you saying the device can make sounds too? Considering changing the alarm. Hey, Niels, yes, it has a small speaker for alarm. Oh, that's exciting. Once again, something that I wish I would have known in the video. That is a really big misstep right there, I do believe. I would be pitching this as an alarm clock. This can just be something you have right there. You know, if I'm a YouTuber, I wake up, I see, oh, I gained 6 subscribers, and then the alarm goes off. Like, this could be, I think that's a whole other angle that they potentially should have interweaved into there that they didn't. I think that's leaving money on the table. You know, an alarm clock, that's a whole other thing. Silly question. Why would the package design need to change for the backup tubes, since they're going to be essentially sold individually? Well, Ronnie, get bent. And that's the worst part. They specifically skipped over Ronnie. They're like, Dennis, we gotcha. Niels, come on you, buddy. Ronnie, no, get the hell out. Okay, that's an interesting one. Does the music spectrum only react to noise in the room? And if that's the case, Jimmy, we're not going to respond to you, Jimmy, either. Okay, so those compliments I was giving about customer service just took a small hit there. You chose, oh God, and there's this kiss of death. I hate this. Why? Why is there anything that possibly needs to be hidden from the general public? Now, I know sometimes in video games, like if you're sending codes or like, you know, things like that. But why here is there anything about the design details? Why can't I, as someone who hasn't backed, see something about the design details? I think that's a very bizarre choice. And once again, 43 hearts. That's rock solid. But only 5 comments tells me you didn't ask a question. You get people engaged. Thank you, everyone. 1,000% funded. Wow, it's a start. Wow, so these updates are not. So where did you have the poll? I wonder if the poll was in here. Ask people questions. Like, I personally am very curious to see what kind of homebrew, what kind of app stuff people could do with this thing. So just ask them. And you're going to have a comment section that's not just people answering, but people reading and then responding and saying, oh, that'd be so cool. Maybe you could even do this with the other thing. And I think they need to get on that. That's what I hope they start percolating that comment section. Please forget to share our campaign, yada, yada, yada. So update section, not the biggest fan of it, just because they're not getting people engaged. Will we possibly get a VAT? And that goes back to my original statement, which was I'm not excited to come back to this. I back it and then I'm gone. I don't come back. Why would I come back? Here's the other thing. I need a gameplay video, so to speak, of this. I just want to see a video of someone saying, here's the thing. I'm changing it right now. We're going to change it to this, and now the timer's going to go off in 15 seconds, and now the weather changed, and now I'm changing the weather on the app to my specific location. Little things like that, I think they need to spotlight on this video to really seal the deal on, can you do it? Because do I want it is a yes. I absolutely want this. How much is it? I think it's reasonable. $169 for something like this you're going to have forever. But the can you do it, I'm still a little bit skeptical, but your customer service was pretty on point. So let's check out the comments here, because that's another thing you always need to be looking for. Always look at the comments section of any project, because if a team had a previous project that was just absolutely god-awful and they burned people, literally, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever, they're going to pop up at that next comment section and say, hey, get bent. These people suck. They totally screw us out of our money last time. Don't do business with them. That's a very common thing on Kickstarter, especially for projects that have that kind of track record. So that's why you always should check the comment section. That's why I always do it in these videos. Will there be more price drops on Kickstarter discounts offered as more stretch goals are unlocked? What stretch goals? Who mentioned stretch goals? What the hell? Or is the current discount for the last available Kickstarter? Thanks so much for your love and support. We currently have no plan for any stretch goals. Okay, that's what I thought. And there will be no more price drops at this point, but you can enjoy a second Nextube add-on with more discount. Thanks. So once again, this is a tactical misstep by Rotronics, I believe. I should already know this. I should already know that if I want to get one of these for here, in mine, and then one of these for a buddy of mine, that should already be an option that I can do it. Now, I don't necessarily think you need the pledge level. That's to buy two of them, that it's a discounted price, but I'm perfectly fine with that. But just letting me know that that is an option, I think, is something you should definitely do. So I think that's another misstep. Will there be shipping for import duty purposes? Hi, Chris. Thanks for your support. The package will be shipping for our factory in China. Hey, Chris, we are shipping from China. Thanks. Hong Kong, correct? So the display is the same clock or just scam? Oh, what? I would love to hear the answer to this. I would wager Lavoie Store is an entire scam site. It was literally registered August 14th, 2021. Email are all Gmails, and the pricing on everything is too good to be true. Such a joke. Okay. And this is why we check the comments section. Okie dokie. Let's go on a little bit of an adventure here. Hopefully this doesn't turn out too bad. Okay. Here we go. Modern display. That's dang it, stupid internet. Here we go. Here we go. Inspired modern display. Because this is important. Alright. Here we go. Boom. That looks very similar. That is what in the whoa. Oh no. So that's a $26.99 price point. Free. So, and it's the exact same thing. So what is this website? That's my question. New arrive. Charming Mott's oversized backyard family. Backyard Viking axe target. Oh, that looks cool. So this is just random stuff. I'm wondering if these are like Indiegogo projects / Kickstarter projects that they're just shipping them straight from the Oh my god! Is that what it is? So these okay, here's what I think this might be. And I'm speculating, all wild speculation, and this is why I always say Kick Booster products never disappoint. I'm wondering if this is the factory that is actually making this product and all these products saying, you know what, we see that these are super popular on Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and we can sell these things right now, dirt cheap, because we know there's buzz for items like this. Is that what we're seeing here? Because I don't, someone please explain to me. And part of me wants to take the risk on this and just say, okay, let's do this experiment, but I don't have $40. I don't have $40 disposable income, or I would totally do that to see what the hell would happen. But that's an interesting topic right there. And that is, I would love to see the answer. I would wager Lavoie Store is an entire scam. Hey, Neil, thanks a lot for your message. It is definitely a scam. Please help us to report this site. Thanks. Hi, Niels and Adam. Just like Steve L. said, the Lavoie Store is an entire scam site. They just stole other websites, images, and description to sell products that couldn't deliver. We haven't authorized any distributors selling Nextube. Huh. That's an interesting one. And that would explain why they expect to have the shipping before the end of the year for Christmas, because it's a pre-order. You're just buying the thing. And I think we're getting to the point now, and this is what I've been speculating for months, that Kickstarter is just becoming a way for these Chinese companies to straight up just ship their products straight from their door to your door. They're cutting out the middleman by making Kickstarter projects and putting them on Kickbooster. I don't sound so crazy. I said that months and months ago, and I thought I sounded crazy. And my wife was like, that sounds kind of nuts. And then I kept finding things like this on Kickbooster products. At least they're letting you pay via PayPal on the alleged scam site. So if you don't actually receive it, you can get your money back. Yeah, that's... I want to do a YouTube experiment now. Because I'm going to guess that some of these are popular products. So let's do a little research here. Monleash, all-in-one dog leash. I bet this Monleash all-in-one dog leash. Hit me with a Kickstarter. No. Amazon, no. Okay. So my initial preposition, incorrect. Oh, Go Leash, all-in-one dog leash, and collar system. That's okay. No. That's my kick booster intuition kicking in there. What? Oh, this is like a new one. Is this shipping before the end of the year? It's already shipped. Oh, it's from last year. Okay. Huh. What have we stumbled onto here? Okay. So, I guess... this is going to really mess with the rating system here, because this one's a weird one. That reminds me of the fidget cube scam that popped up as soon as that Kickstarter launched years ago. Most of them were horribly cheap knockoffs. I'm an accurate time framer. How many times per day will the clock sync? Okay. Do you have the mentions available? Yes. Can you click on the stars on fake website products and check if there are some sort of fake reviews or any reviews at all? Let's see. Shop now for the Backyard Viking Axe Target. Let's go. No reviews. There's lots of pictures. It looks like this is pulled... Like, I wonder if this is the kind of stuff that was pulled from their Kickstarter page. What? They're teeny tiny axes? That's so cool! I want one. That's badass. That looks so fun. Okay, so there's no reviews on here. I got distracted by the shiny, sharp axes. Okay. Despite the fact I just got myself a machete last week, so I really should stay away from sharp things right now. Firmware code. Okay, so what's my final grade on this one? This one just took a really weird turn. So do I want it? Yes, I do want it. Can you do it? Yeah. I'm convinced enough. Like your last project, it's out. People aren't, it's not caught on fire. And how much is it? Well, now I have serious issues with how much is it. And I shouldn't, because am I buying from the scam? But it's like, what do you think about this? 2 created, 0 backed, red flag to me. Yeah, great point right there. It always looks like it's just a cash grab. And Rotronics, I mean, you can get around that so easy. Just back 50 things for $1 right now, and bada boom. It's like, Rotronics, look at you. You're such a great Kickstarter member. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Not. I guess I can't unknow that. And that's just such a weird kick booster shady thing. But it does actually reassure me a little bit that this thing exists and it's going to happen. In fact, I wonder if I can even get it before the end of the year. Should I do it? Should I do this experiment? Okay. Because, like, when did this ship? Okay, let's go back here. I want to, so I'm still thinking about the grade, but when does this ship? That's what I want to check out right now. Because is this even going to come out before Christmas? Because that would be a real kick in the nuts. All right. Buy now. Let's see. What do we got? When does it ship? I think it just ships now. It's just, you can get it now. This is such a confusing Kickstarter. I'm going to go with a D a C minus, I guess. Nextube, a retro Nixie clock inspired modern display. Quite honestly, if you've watched this video, I wouldn't even recommend clicking on the Kick Booster link. I'd recommend going on your own personal journey right now, clicking on this link that you can find in their comment section, and then seeing if that happens, and getting yourself some awesome shiny little axes at the same time, because you know you want those shiny little axes. But I don't get paid if you buy shiny little axes. A hell of a weird Kickstarter critique right here. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. And let me know in the comments below, what's your grade? Like, this one just got so weird. Goodbye. Woo. Oh, I love this segment.